Well, hello there, ladies and gents. I'm Tammy Sypniewski. Thank you so much for popping by my channel. In this video, we're going to be reviewing the Maono AU-PM320S. Before I kick off with the official review, though, I want to say whenever you're listening to reviews of microphones, it's so important to put your headphones on or your earbuds in. This way you can really hear all the little nuances that microphone has to offer. So go ahead, put your headphones in, and I am going to shut up for a few seconds because I want to make a point about condenser microphones. So I'll shut up. So that is known as a self-noise test. And what you're listening for there is to see what kind of self-noise is generated by the microphone. Is it a very loud microphone? Now, the reason that I did that right up front is because I live in a condo, and outside of my window, there are AC units that are running. So now it just turned off. I'll shut up again for a few seconds. Now that one just shut off, but I think there's still another one running right by it. Now I'm so glad this happened because I really wanted to point this out to you. If you're looking for microphones, there's two different types of microphones you can get. You can get a condenser microphone like this one is, or a dynamic microphone. This condenser microphone is great. It's going to pick up all the different nuances of your voice. It's going to make your voice sound really great. However, it's going to pick up a lot of noises that are around the microphone as well. So if you're in a noisy area, busy street, a lot going on, perhaps a condenser microphone is not going to be the best thing that you're looking for. Perhaps you should get a dynamic microphone. Now, a dynamic microphone can cut out a lot of that ambient or background noise that's going on. But you have to get right up on that microphone. You have to be within a few inches of it, and you are going to lose a lot of nuances to your voice. So if you're looking to get a microphone to sing, I always recommend a condenser microphone, but make sure that your space is acoustically treated. This way you're not picking up all kinds of lawnmowers and stuff like that. It sounds to me like this younger generation is totally wanting to start their own YouTube channels, get up and going. Because in the past few weeks, I've gotten so many questions about microphones lately. It's absolutely insane. Let's talk about what you get in this kit when you buy the AU-PM320S. You're of course going to get the microphone. You're going to get the scissor arm, you're going to get a shock mount, you're going to get a windscreen pop filter, and an XLR cable. Because this is a condenser microphone, it does require 48 volts of phantom power. So you need something to generate that 48 volts of phantom power. If you don't have an audio mixer, you're going to have to get something. The microphone itself is an all-metal body. It has a metal mesh grill, and it feels like it has a lot of oomph to it. Like, it feels like you could drop this a few times and have it be okay. It's not a cheaply made unit. What's a little cheaply made is the scissor arm. This might break after a few months. I'm not exactly sure. Scissor arms are very inexpensive. You can pick them up for probably $10 on Amazon. So what I recommend for you to do is pick up a scissor arm if you're serious about starting your own YouTube channel or about creating in general. That's a little bit of a better quality scissor arm. This way, you're going to have it for the long run. It's going to last you a long time. The better ones don't have these springs. So when you move this scissor arm, the springs are going to make all kinds of noise. I'm just going to move this a little bit so that you can hear what it sounds like when the springs move. Not too lovely, right? Nobody wants to hear that. Mine, I think I paid like $60 for this. You don't hear anything. And I'm so happy that I invested in that one because not only is it more quiet, but it's just easier to move and it's larger. So I'd be able to drag that thing all the way across my whole desk and know it's going to be able to reach me. The pop filter that it comes with is really good. It has one of those double mesh screens to really help black out the plosives. And in case you don't know, a plosive is the sound that's generated by your voice whenever you're pronouncing words with P's and B's. So let's go ahead and do a plosive test. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peanuts is. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peanuts is. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peanuts is. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peanuts is. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peanuts is. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peanutses. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peanutses. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peanutses. But let's go ahead and try an off-access test. Instead of having the microphone directly in front of your face like you should, the microphone is off to the side at 45 degrees and the front of it is pointed directly at the corner of my mouth. Let's go ahead and run that plosive test again. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peanutses. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peanutses. And actually, I'm listening. It did a really great job in blocking out plosives. So this could be a really good option for you if you're using this for a channel where you want the majority of your face to be showing. You don't want to block it at all. This little microphone could be a really great option for you if you're only looking to invest about $60 in a microphone. Now let's go ahead and do some noise tests. So I'm going to bump the desk that the scissor arm is attached to. Now I'll bump the scissor arm itself. Now I'll go ahead and hit the shock mount. Now I'll go ahead and just bump the cable a little bit. So depending on what you're using the microphone for, getting that better scissor arm could be a good investment for you too, the way that it was for me. Now let's go ahead and do some distance tests. This is about 6 inches away from the microphone. This is about 1 foot away from the microphone. I'm gonna have to move it. This is about 2 feet away from the microphone. And this is about 4 feet away from the microphone. And you can set up the microphone like this too. There's nothing saying that you have to stand it upright. You can flip it around. You could do it to the side, any different position, as long as that logo, the Maono logo, is facing your face. This way you know you're speaking into the right side of the microphone. It might be tempting to try to talk on the top of the microphone because that little metal mesh grill looks so attractive and cute. You think it might work up there, but it's not going to work. Let's go ahead and show you what that's going to sound like. And this is what the microphone will sound like if you try to speak into the top of the metal mesh grill. Maybe you want a microphone for ASMR. This is the audio quality that you can expect to hear if you're about just a few inches right off this microphone. That was weird, right? Like my last microphone review, I am going to sing into this microphone because I do get a lot of requests from the ladies for that. The song that I'm going to sing is by Lizzie and Danny. It's called Dancing in the Sky. If you've ever lost someone, this song is absolutely amazing. I recently lost my mother, and it really spoke to me, and it helped me through a very rough time. This song is only 99 cents on iTunes. So if you like, I'm going to butcher it because my mother was the singer of the family. If you like this song, you really should go download it from iTunes because I'm not going to do this song any justice whatsoever. Tell me, what does it look like in heaven? Is it peaceful? Is it free like they say? Does the sun shine bright forever? Have your fears and your pains gone away? 'Cause here on earth it feels like everything good is missing since you left. And here on earth, everything's different. There's an emptiness. Oh, I hope you're dancing in the sky. And I hope you're singing in the angels' choir. And I hope the angels know what they have. I bet it's so nice up in heaven since you've arrived. And thank you very much for giving me some space and being patient while I was bereft. And until next time, wear your sunblock, call your mom and dad, and tell them how much you love them and how much you appreciate them, because time goes by fast.